All right, who will be the biggest surprise, the biggest pleasant surprise in the NFL this year? This can be a player or a team.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals are
I love that.
doing it. I believe in Joe Burrow. I'm an LSU fan.
What do you mean doing it?
They're gonna do it.
Like what? like are they? They're making the playoffs?
No, they're gonna surprise. They're just gonna the Bengals were
Well, I don't I'm expecting. I'm saying they're like a 6-10 team. Is that what you think they're gonna go much better?
I
than
think
that?
they'll go 500 and miss the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they'll go 8-8. I believe that if you give Joe Burrow the weapons and
they
obviously it's a new system that he has to go in during the pandemic, and that's very tough. But they have AJ Green, hopefully will be healthy. One of the best slot receivers, most underrated slot receivers in Tyler Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
You have T. Higgins. You have an absolute burner in John Brown. And
John
you have
Ross.
John Ross. Fucking John Brown. I got the Bills on the brain. John Ross. And you have Joe Mixon. So it's like his LSU offense was like you had a good slot guy, Justin Jefferson. You had your burner / all-around unbelievable wide receiver in Jamar Chase. That's AJ Green. You have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just like Joe Mixon. I just feel like if their defense can play just like marginally better than last year, I think I am very comfortable handing Joe Burrow the keys and giving him all my confidence, because I watched him last year in the SEC and it was fucking crazy.
They're going to be a fun team to watch this year because they're going to have a bad defense and a really good, maybe not a really good offense, but they're going to have an offense with tons of talent and tons of weapons.
Potential.
A lot of potential too. They're outside of AJ Green, it's a pretty young team too, offensively.
So that's my take.
Another big thing for them
Tough
too.
division.
Yeah, Jonah Williams is coming back. Their first round pick from last year. He tore his, I believe it was his labrum last offseason, so he missed all of last year. So this is such a sports cliche, but they have basically this year they have 2 first-round picks. Their first-round pick from last year's coming back, and their first overall quarterback's coming back. So
you say that's definitely the best division in the AFC.
I think so. It's the best. Might be the most exciting division when you think about the.
That might be the best division in. I guess the NFC West is probably the best division in the league. But
yeah,
that's definitely the best division in the AFC, like top to bottom.
It is now for sure. Yeah, it's exciting. I would say too. When you look at Baker, you got Baker Mayfield. You got 2 of the last 4 first overall picks.
We just look at with Roethlisberger back, like the Steelers are always don't forget about the Steelers, and they are usually they're good.
I think they're gonna be really good.
Then obviously the Ravens, and then the Browns. The hype didn't work last year, but
there's a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah.
Who's yours, Mike?
Call.
So the 2005 draft was a guy taken 24th overall.
Oh, he's doing it.
And he remembers, he can list you the 23 guys who were taken before him. Mm-hmm. This guy holds grudges, right? He
also throws the ball away all the time.
Safely away.
I know.
He was unimpressive last year in a new system. And everyone's been talking about this team went 13-3, but they were 8-0 in 1-score games. They got absolutely dummied in the playoffs. They can't stop the run. They didn't do much to remedy any of those things in the offseason. Big story, of course, of their offseason was them taking Jordan Love. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers has openly talked about how he was shocked. He didn't really say he was mad, but he said he was shocked. I think it's not unreasonable to say this could be his last year as a Green Bay Packer.
Really? You're going to go with
So
that?
I don't know.
I don't know if you said this. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers, by the way. I don't know if you mentioned
Everyone
that.
knows.
Okay.
Everyone knows. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's not it wouldn't be insane. Mm-hmm. He's not finishing his career as a Packer now.
No.
So would you define them as a pleasant surprise, or are you talking about Aaron Rodgers being the surprise?
No. I don't think most people are pegging them as like an 8-8 team this year.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dude, they went to the conference finals last year.
Okay. Well, then maybe then if you still think they're going to be that good, where would you think?
I don't think they'll be that. I don't think they'll be that good, but I don't think they'll surprise anybody.
I think
by
they're
being competitive.
I think they're a fringe playoff team.
So and I think that's what most people have them pegged as. But I'm saying I think Aaron Rodgers has an MVP caliber. I'm not saying he wins the MVP.
Question number 9.
Saying he has an MVP caliber season. There's guys who are Mahomes, Lamar Jackson are on another level. He's not going to win the MVP, but he's in the conversation. He's the best quarterback in the NFC this year. I know Russell Wilson exists. And the Packers they don't go 13-3, but they have another really good year. They're one of the top teams in the NFC.
Okay.
Because I think most people have them pegged as like a fringe, maybe not even making the playoffs team. So that's my pleasant surprise. And yeah, that's the team I cheer for, so maybe it's a little bit biased.
yeah.
So my pleasant surprise, I don't know that this is necessarily a surprise, but when you look at the division that this team plays in, I think it is. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals, and I think they're going to be a playoff team because
Yeah, that's probably the best division in football.
Yeah,
top
for
to
sure.
bottom.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
for
not even
sure it
probably,
is.
like definitely is.
you got Kyler Murray, first overall quarterback, finally settled in, finding his rhythm. You got him a number one receiver for the first time in his young career, and
he had Larry.
he still has Larry actually, which is crazy. So
I
just think they're going to be a
I
good
think Kyler
team.
Murray's going to be really good.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is top 3 receivers in football, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a young quarterback. He's got all the weapons. That defense is pretty good too. So, yeah, that's my team. Question number 7.
Did he say what was his?
The Bengals.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot. Blacked out.
What team will be the biggest disappointment? I'm going to take this one first. This kind of goes a little bit with what we were talking about last year or last couple questions ago. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I have the same thing.
Yeah,
And
we can
like,
talk about it.
We've
but-
already.
Yeah, so we'll just touch on this again. Like so much hype, a lot of turnover. It's just things are gonna be really difficult for them this year. I think. Like they could be the best team in football. Like I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, but I think it is more likely than not that
maybe
they're
best team in the NFC.
that they're a huge disappointment.
49ers are so good.
I think the Saints are the team in the NFC.
Yeah, the NFC is really good this year.
Nothing changed to that 49ers team. Nothing.
Buccaneers.
They lost Breida, like Matt Breida.
and
That's it. And they replaced
Buckner?
DeForest
Yeah.
Buckner with Kinlaw in the first round. Like nothing. I don't know. Sorry.
Who's your biggest disappointment?
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah. After CD Lamb got picked, everybody's like hailing their offense as like some unbelievable team that like is going to be unstoppable. They've been saying these things for years. The Cowboys are always overhyped. Every single year they're overhyped.
Yeah, they have a new coach now though.
Yeah, and he doesn't inspire me to like pick them either. Like Mike McCarthy is not like some like game breaker in my opinion. Like I don't know. I keep seeing them like on like ESPN like power rankings. It's just like Cowboys top 10. Like no, like I don't like. Where's the proof? They lost two of their like they have one of the best offensive line in football last year. They lost 2 of them. 2 of their guys. They lost their right tackle and they lost their center. So is it gonna be just as good? I don't think so. Offensive lines need time to gel.
Yeah, you look at like
you're adding 2 new guys. Sure, you added CD Lamb. You have a little bit more firepower. But like I just don't think that they're gonna be as good as people think they are. I think they're gonna disappoint a lot of people because a lot of ignorant Cowboy fans are out there, and they're gonna be disappointed because they're not gonna be as good as they think they are. And that's it. That's my take.
I'm looking at their depth chart right now, and I haven't heard of 3 of their 5 offensive linemen, which is rare for that team. Like right tackle Cameron Irving, I'd never heard of that guy.
That's their replacement.
Joe Looney is their starting center, never heard of him.
That's a replacement.
Connor Williams is their starting left guard.
I'm telling you, I've been
Never heard of
looking.
him.
I've been looking into this. They're going to surprise in a bad way. Like they're not going to be as good on offense as people think.
Another big thing.
Zeke scares me for fantasy owners out there.
Another big thing for them too, you didn't touch on there. Byron Jones left in the offseason for Miami. That was their number 1 corner.
They replaced him with Diggs, Trevon Diggs, and he's a rookie corner that didn't get an offseason.
And rookie corners, sometimes it takes corners a while to.
And you need to be able to practice in the system, and they haven't been able to. So
they also brought
I think
back
the Cowboys are going to disappoint.
They also brought back Aldon Smith in the offseason, that guy is a game breaker when he's focused on playing football and he's on the field, not suspended. So
the one thing that they have
32 years old
is the Bills. Well, and they have 2 of the 5 worst teams in the league in their division.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. They have 4 layup games.
Question number 8.
They were losing those games last year. Like, let's get real.
Yeah.
And they're worse.
Fight.